from the University of Florida College of Journalism and Communications. You're watching WUFT News at 6.
An elderly Levy County woman and a 10-year-old girl have lost their lives in a fire. That's our top story this Wednesday, August 20th. I'm Stephanie Matarazzo.
And I'm Morgan Falcon. The blaze destroyed a home in the University Oaks subdivision early this morning. WUFT's Virginia Hamrick has more.
Marion County officials are working to determine the identity of human remains that were found on Monday in a wooded area near Fort McCoy. Human bones were discovered just north of Fort McCoy on County Road 315. A medical examiner is working to determine the identity and cause of death. Marion County detectives say they don't have much evidence to go on, but are hoping for the best from the public. They are asking anyone who may have seen something suspicious in this area over the past several weeks to contact Crime Stoppers. The bones were found just inside a fenced-in area. State corrections officials are promising to make prisons safer by improving transparency and beefing up investigations. This comes amid criticism for the agency's handling of inmate deaths. Officials say they are fixing the problems that have been reported in the media, including facility leadership, safety, security, and services for mentally ill inmates. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement has been given the authority to investigate the deaths at prison facilities that have been the result of any non-natural causes. That includes 82 active cases. The Department of Corrections plans to create a website in the next 30 days to publicly release information about those deaths. Well, Morgan, I don't know about you, but I thought it was really hot today.
It was definitely a scorcher out there. Let's go now to University of Florida forecaster Deborah Alberto.
Thanks, Deborah. Well, in Missouri, a grand jury began gathering evidence to decide if the officer who shot and killed 18-year-old Michael Brown should face criminal charges. Protesters demonstrated outside the St. Louis County Justice Center in Clayton, where the jury convened. They were calling for County Prosecutor Bob McCulloch to relinquish control of the case to a special prosecutor. McCulloch says he plans to stay. It could be weeks before the grand jury decides whether Officer Darren Wilson should stand trial for Brown's death. And the unrest in Ferguson over the case has many police departments around the country considering a new piece of equipment for their officers: body-worn cameras. It's an idea one Florida police department began thinking about months ago and could implement as soon as November. John Woodruff has more on how police think video evidence will help officers and citizens alike. The police department's pilot program will cost $36,645 for 24 cameras. If the year-long trial run is effective, officials say they will look into expanding cameras across the department.
You're watching WUFT TV News.
President Obama today vowed no let-up in the U.S. push against ISIS Islamic radicals.
This despite the group's threat to execute another American they still hold after killing American journalist James Foley. Steve Handelsman has the story from Washington.
Same-sex couples wanting to get married in Virginia will have to wait. By request from a county clerk in Northern Virginia, same-sex marriage across the state will be blocked while the issue is being appealed to the Supreme Court. Without this decision, same-sex couples would have been allowed to wed as of Thursday. The court provided no explanation for its order. Most other federal courts' decisions in favor of same-sex marriage have also been placed on hold. A judge granted Jodi Arias motions today to delay her planned penalty phase retrial. Arias was convicted of murder last year in the 2008 killing of her ex-boyfriend, but jurors couldn't decide on a sentence. This morning, the judge ruled that retrial could be moved to next month. A second penalty phase is set up with a new jury as prosecutors try again for a death sentence. If the new jury fails to reach a unanimous decision, the death penalty will be removed as an option. The judge would then sentence her. Arias plans to represent herself. Thanks, Deborah. Well, with football season coming up, that means baseball season is winding down.
That's right, and heading into September means playoff races are really starting to heat up. Thanks, Deborah, and thank you at home for watching WUFT News at 6.
We'll be back again tomorrow. Good night.